Right, I've got my health back after that very close call we just had. It was saved just in the nick of time by our old friend Regis, just as Detlef was going in for the kill. And we found out Detlef is the Beast of Beauclair, and unfortunately he claimed the life of Milton de Peyrac-Peyran towards the end of the previous episode. So we're in a bit of a predicament here, since Regis obviously garners some form of friendship with the murderer of Toussaint. So I don't really know what to make of that yet. Obviously the next part of the quest is to go and speak to Regis, and he is at the cemetery just outside of the main city, which we are currently in. So I'm going to get my chance to explore the capital in a moment or so. It's just the inventory for this warehouse by the looks of things. Pick up what remains inside here. Let me guess, something's going to be up this ladder. Oh nice, we've got a chest, good. Ooh, cool. Okay, let's head out then.
Allow the Witcher to ply his trade.
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry Palmerin, that was sort of my excuse so that Regis could make his getaway. There's nothing really for me to investigate in this place anymore. Quite a chase sequence though, that was, wasn't it? All the way down from there. Obviously tell that we were chasing a vampire at the time. Now then, let's have a look at our map, shall we? Filled with exclamation marks, but most of them are going to be to do with this Gwent quest, which I don't intend to follow it now. I might play the odd game here or there. Ah, we're nearly level 40. Where's the blacksmith? He must be around near these armourers' table. He won't be here at this time of night. Trying to skip forward to the morning, perhaps. So I would very much like to hit level 40 ASAP and equip some of that Viper armour that I can make. Because I'll craft it now if I can do. Now where is my stash? Oh, it's called Bianco, isn't it? Of course. Store items here for safekeeping. Let's have a look-see. So, La Cage Afu. The beasts and Geralt's clash had been violent, albeit brief. Now, with it done, Geralt could have a chat with his long-lost friend Regis, a higher vampire. Regis revealed that the creature terrorising Beauclair was none other than his dear friend Detlef. Geralt now understood he was pursuing a truly dangerous foe, a higher vampire, one of Regis's ilk. Then the Witcher and the vampire heard a clamour. A posse was drawing near, so Geralt and Regis cut their conversation short. Preferring not to draw any attention, the vampire disappeared, but not before inviting the Witcher to pay him a visit at a temporary quarters he'd established at the local cemetery. You had better believe it, mere lacking on. Oh, certainly, that was quite a hell of a fight, wasn't it? Now then, what other quests have we got? Secondary quests, Night for Hire. We picked that up outside the Cockatrice Inn. Mine was... So I sort of probably want to follow these quests maybe via the level that they're at. Because I say this has opened up to us now, so the whole of Toussaint we can explore. I'll probably leave it a little bit before going to speak to Regis. No place like home is called Bianco. I would very much like to get there shortly. And the warble of a smitten knight. Or visit Guillaume in the medic's tent. We should probably get round to... That's recommending we go there first. So we may head there this episode, maybe not, but maybe it'll be the next one. Sort of want to explore the city, and I get the feeling a few people might want my assistance in a city this vast. Might not be as big as Novigrad, but it certainly comes close. Then two Gwent quests. Now Fear Skellige's here, so there's 19 people that we need to play in Toussaint to get the basic Skellige deck. And obviously we have a tournament to play. Witcher contract, big game hunter, and then that's it. So I might just make my way down here across the pier, see what we come up against. Save it. But yes, I'd very much like to go and find the blacksmith in this place. Really, again, the colour palette of Tucson is it's just so rich compared to anywhere else that we've been. Oh.
Sir! Sir! A letter for you, sir!
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
Stamp says purchase paid, so get lost. Real? No, go on then.
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
Dearest.
I suspect weighty affairs, rather than merely the wine festival, have drawn you to Tucson. Perhaps you'll find time to probe a certain matter in spite of this. I recently came across the mention of one Professor Moreau, a scholar in Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations. Though the details are rather murky, as is the location of the scholar's laboratory, his journal could contain more information. It lies buried with him in his tomb. I enclose a map I found in the book I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless. I felt this matter could prove of some importance to you, thus I dispatched this letter without delay. Whatever you decide, please take exceedingly good care of yourself. Your Yen.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
Oh, that warms the heart. A letter from our dearest. It's been a long time since we've heard Yen's voice. It's a very welcome one. I probably don't need to skip forward any time now. It's coming close to 5 AM. But I thought I'd just tip that little lad there. Why not? I could have been a bit stingy, but it was only 5 crowns. If it was any more than that, I probably would have been a bit stingy. You know what I'm like with my coin, especially with the fact that, well, the Ruin Right rinsed me for money.
Long live Duchessa Anna Henrietta.
That's a good shout, actually. So it just reminded me I might have a look through the character entry a bit shortly. Just gonna have more of a look round.
Go to the medic about this stuff.
Just gonna follow the way around here. Oh god, another hooded woman. Are you a vampire? I don't want to try and pronounce the place of this. Main square here. So the populace is not here yet, with it being the early hours of the morning. Hey up, that's a notice.
It's probably got an empty stomach.
Never seen such a sight. It's just to do with the Gwen tournament, isn't it? It's alright, we'll leave that one for the time being. Alright, let's have a look. So we have a couple of bestiary entries to read off, don't we? There he is, the Beast of Beauclair. Eyewitnesses to gruesome monster attacks always have a hard time describing the creature in question. The beasts move quickly and often attack at night, while the witnesses are terrified and primarily concerned with fleeing for their lives. As a result, witches quite often have no inkling what creature they face until they find tracks or otherwise establish something for themselves. Such was the case with the beast tormenting Beauclair. Geralt knew it was deadly, elusive and fiendishly clever. Everything else he heard was clearly the product of imaginations fed by fear of a dangerous predator. When Geralt identified the beast, he discovered it was a higher vampire, meaning one of the most difficult foes a witcher can come to face. Higher vampires are superhumanly strong and fast. They can turn completely invisible, and each comes with its own personalised set of talents and abilities perfected through centuries of existence. When Geralt realised he was dealing with such a creature, he swore foully and realised the rumours about the beast had not been exaggerated in the slightest. No, they certainly haven't been. Now then, what other beasts have we got? Ah yes, a cursed one. The Archospores, one of the most annoying monsters you will ever fight in any of the Witcher games. Looks like a flower to me, a hideous, disgusting flower. Blasco tenebrae, last words. You damn right they bloody work, 'cause these things will kill you within a second. Archospores look like gigantic, aesthetically unpleasing flowers, with some of the traits for exceptionally cruel and bloodthirsty sundews. They are, however, far more dangerous than even the most colossal sundew. Their peculiar appearance makes them practically impossible to discern amidst other plants. By the time one draws close enough to realise what they are, it is often too late to flee. According to popular belief, Archospores are cursed plants grown in soil fertilised by the blood of the dying. They are most often found in places which in the past saw pogroms, bloody rituals or cruel murders. 4 types of Archospores have been catalogued to date, differing from one another in terms of colouring. Brown, the least dangerous, green and purple, the most dangerous. The final variant, said to have been cultivated by mages from Barnard, is the yellow Archospore, whose strength is similar to that of its green coloured cousins. Yes indeed, and they gave me a run for my money in the first encounter with them, didn't they? What else have we got? Oh, the Shaelmars! Yes, of course, that we fought in that arena. So, Shaelmars, the Earth's innards are home to mighty, strange and fearsome beasts. Were they ever to decide to ramble up to the surface, we'd be gutted the very day of the invasion. Shaelmars spend most of their lives deep underground, having no contact with the world up above. At times, however, a Shaelmar will dig its way to the surface and devour any men within its reach. Some Shaelmars also burrow tunnels close to the surface, collapsing buildings and causing tremors in the process. Since Shaelmars are blind, they find their way by sensing vibrations and listening for sounds. Thus, the best tactic when fighting such a monster is to hurl something heavy or noisy against a near boulder or wall. Then pray silently that the beast will roll towards the sound and knock itself out upon striking into the obstacle. Yes, certainly, that's what it did for us. That's how we took off most of its health. And this is the one that we fought in the arena, delivered from the Emperor himself. Gladiator fights in the massive arenas are a popular form of entertainment in Nilfgaard. Usually the fighters are slaves, specially trained for this purpose, yet at times the arena masters pit humans against monsters. The Shaelmar Geralt had to fight in the tourney grounds was a present from the Emperor to his relative, Duchess Anna Henrietta. It had been caught while young and prepared for its ultimate purpose by Nilfgaardian trainers. That does not mean it was tame, however. In fact, its wildness and inborn ferocity had not been dulled one whit. Like all creatures of its species, it was blind but could unerringly pinpoint its opponent's location using echolocation. The Shaelmar had thick armour and near impenetrable skin. It could also roll into a ball and charge its opponents. Its underbelly, however, was relatively vulnerable and became exposed when its charge failed. In the end, though the fight was long and difficult, Geralt defeated the Shaelmar, and when the Duchess called from the stands for him to finish the beast off, he refused to kill the creature, not wanting to take a life merely to amuse a crowd. No, witches are not like that, and I'm not like that. If I don't have to kill it, I shan't. Okay, that's just the relics. What else have we got? Spectres. We'll leave that one for now. Might read that later. Vampires, and then Detlaf van der Ereten. I actually thought he might have appeared in the character entry. Christ, this is a long one. So he's vulnerable to your standard, yeah. It was horrifying to watch. That gentleman suddenly turned into a ghastly beast with claws and tore those men into shreds with the precision of a master butcher, a witness to Detlaf's attacks. Detlaf is a higher vampire and one of the most terrifying creatures the world has ever known. Some vampires of his sort live among men easily and inconspicuously, sometimes even gaining the respect and admiration of their community. Yet, even the most civilized vampire can be incredibly dangerous if provoked, and Detlaf Detlef was far from civilised. When in his two-legged form, Detlef strikes in surprising and unique ways, so one must be extremely alert and attentive. His razor-sharp claws, wielded with great strength and precision, are his chief weapons, yet he can also wield weapons of human devising with extraordinary skill. Like all higher vampires, Detlef can turn into fog and envelop opponents. When fighting a vampire in this form, one must watch out for magic puddles and attacks from the air. When wounded, Detlef tends to assume his winged form, using these powerful appendages to stun his foes near effortlessly. One must remember higher vampires are immortal creatures and thus do not fear for their lives while fighting, meaning they take every risk. They are able to turn invisible and can regenerate strength during combat. All in all, they are supremely difficult foes, even for a Witcher. And there's the Bruxa. The Bruxa of Corvo Bianco. We were able to defeat her, thankfully. The Bruxa Geralt encountered and killed in self-defense at Corvo Bianco differed from the other creatures of its sort. Firstly, it was more intelligent, capable of articulating words in human language without much difficulty. What's more, this Bruxa was tied to the beast, the mysterious murderer prowling Beauclair at the time. Fighting it presented Geralt with quite the challenge. Like other Bruxa, this one possessed strength and speed far above that of any human, could turn invisible and could attack using a sonic wave. As is typical for all vampires, it sought to suck its victims' blood. This meant the usual defence against those creatures, the black blood potion, was an effective weapon against it, as were the Moondust Bomb and, naturally, the Witcher's trusty Silver Blade. And I think that's that for now. We'll leave it there. I was going to read through the character entries, but it was quite the mouthful. I'll probably leave that till a little bit later, because I want to read up on a couple of the new characters we've run into in Beauclair, Anna Henrietta among them. Now... painting in the square. Only different. Okay. Pretty much literally, I just want to explore. Because they're around here now. I've got no place in mind to go. Actually, in saying that, because I'm tracking Turn and Face the Strange, which is from Yennefer. So search Moreau's grave at Villemot's cemetery using your Witcher senses.
Ow!
That was in this direction, wasn't it? Yeah, okay, so that's just on the outskirts of town. This way actually. Might play one round, just one, in this episode, we'll see. So I want to speak to the blacksmith.
Master Witcher, what luck to happen upon you?
Got work for me? New contract?
Of the contract in question, you acquitted yourself beautifully years past. On your last sojourn in Beauclair. I was in a bit of a bind at the time, do you remember? Yet I swore a solemn vow to pay you in full one day.
Guess it rings a bell.
Sadly, you went on your way before I could settle matters with you. So, I took your coin and placed it in an account for safekeeping.
What kind of account?
A savings account. At Cianfanelli Bank. You need but walk in and withdraw. The sum must be rather substantial by now.
Thanks. Head over there first chance I get.
Oh, what a legend!
Gotta stop by that bank.
Oh yeah, it's a substantial amount of money. That's well, certainly something that's going to garner my attention. I sort of tempted to go there now, but we won't. There's the armourer. Now the question, is he a master armourer? Because I don't want to be having to go back to my friend in Novigrad. Sir, are you open today?
You need new breeches? Gauntlets, perhaps? What say you, fair knight?
Fair night. And yeah, we'll probably play this guy going while we're here. Okay, let's see what he's got first.
What have you got there?
Okay, you got quite the armour collection, sir. Very impressive armor. What the hell? Oh, that's not fair. For a collector like me, that's just plain cruel. What's all it? Knight Errant's blinders. Toussaint blinders. Blinders of the 5 chivalric virtues. Grapevine blinders. Beauclair binders. I'm going to have to come back and buy all these at some point because I'm a collector. That's really cruel. Well, it's to say it's going to be all ones, isn't it? Yeah, 5 chivalric virtues. And the saddle bags. Is that 110? Is that better than ours currently? I think it is, isn't it? What else has he got? No Gwent cards. Just plenty of armour. Now then, no. What do we get from the... Not much. Now, because he's an armourer, not a swordsmith, I won't be selling these to him, even though they sell for about 200. I'll sell my armour to him, mind you. Unless they dismantle for something decent. Normally I skip this, but I'm not going to, since technically this is my first time in the city with this chap. Okay, no, I can just sell these, can't I? Guardsman gauntlets, guardsman boots, guardsman trousers. Yeah, I can sell all these. You notice we've been collecting dyes as well. This is when you can dye your armour, so dyes in it. It's a new feature that's sort of been added in Blood and Wine. Not yet seen. Anything else I can sell to this guy? Right. Let's see. Please tell me you can do it. Please, 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 please. Yes! Right. Very good. So let's craft this. So the Viper boots, unfortunately I say it's level 40, so we need about 300 experience. Which hopefully if we progress one of the quests, it'll get us there. So not too much money to craft the Viper boots, but it's never really that much for the boots. Just knock that one off. This is the one that costs the money. Viper armour. Now that's actually a lot better than I would have thought. That credit. Let's go and see our Ruinright friend at some point. And then we've got the gauntlets all the way down to the bottom. And 98, that's generous, isn't it? And then finally the trousers. Cool. No, not with any upgrades. Can he do... Oh, yes. Okay, this one can do greater glyphs as well. Yeah, and... I think I'll pass on that for now, because I need my money. Although I probably will need a few of them at some point soon. 77. We probably don't need to pay. We've got enough. So, dismantle... It's a shame we can't put these on. Wait a minute, what? This is level 39! Hell! Just 1 second.
So long.
That said level 40, didn't it? I wonder if that's, like, they've changed that at some point. I've been using this, don't get me wrong, I love the Wolven armor set, but this, you're going to recognise this now. Ha ha ha. Back to the days of White Orchard, because that's it, that's pretty much, because everybody liked that initial armour so much, the Viper armour is basically designed from it. It's so cool. I've lost, say, my Ruinright glyph, so I am going to have to go back and get it at some point. But does that mean... Oh, I need to go up my stash, because the sword's in there, isn't it? Oh, god damn it. Right, hold on. So that's 92, silver 77, so we can just stick. Just repair that like that. Now, obviously, I can socket these up. I might actually just do this now. It's going to cost me money. I actually said I'd equip you as well, didn't I? Even though I would want that bonus. I just want to show off the Goliath trophy that I ain't used yet. Right, where am I going? Where am I going? Losing the plot. Sort of probably want more Quen than that, won't I? Very good resistance to poison. Viper by the looks of things. Poisoning. Poisoning. much we got? So we've got 3 glyphs. We've really not got a huge deal of glyphs, do we? Right, because I'm not going to put any in the chest because we're going to go to the ruin, right? I might do that off camera when I end this episode. It saves a bit of back and forth. I'm a bit surprised about that. I was all 40, but hey, better for me. Right, so what do we sort of use off? I mean, it's going to be Quen and Igni, isn't it? So well, let's just put double Quen into there, and then into our gloves we'll put double Igni. Yeah, okay. And then in the boots, let's just go 1 of each. I'm not all that fussed with that, to be truthfully honest with you. Oh yes. Oh yes, I'm a massive fan of this armour set. I do need a shave, though. Not a full shave, because that would be blasphemous, but I need a trim, put it that way. So I need to look for a barber around Beauclair. Righty, you.
The best armor around! That is what I forge! So sorry.
You are aware that there's customers in here, right? I mean, well, me.
Need something crafted. You willing?
Just nods. Great. Yeah, I'm just coming back in here really quick just to make some greater glyphs again. Oh, can we make 1? Can we make 1? We're really running out of them now, aren't we? I'm refusing to look at my coin because I know how much this is going down. I'm not looking up at it. I'm not looking up at it. Right. Nope. Nope, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Right. What do you say we play Gwent? Yes, okay, so we'll do 1 round and then we'll go to this cemetery just on the outskirts of town. Oh, okay, so it looks like in Beauclair everybody bets a lot of coin.
Up for a round of Gwent?
You're not as boisterous as before, that's a shame. Yeah, we don't have a Skellige deck quite yet. And, right. Nilfgaard, you kind of been letting me down a little bit lately with the lack of spies, but I'm going to keep my trust in you. Okay, it's Northern Realms. At least he's not Skellige, so we play Ceres again. Right, 1 spy, 2 spy, right, much better. Much, much better. Got the Count, we've got Decoy, very good, with 2 revives. Okay, I'm pleased with this. I could probably... Do you know what, I'm going to swap... As much as I like, no, I'm going to keep the cow because it does come in useful. All geared, I'm going to... Okay, that was worth it. And let's just risk you. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. Always handy for a scorch, especially against the Northern Realms. You know what the catapults can be like, especially if they've got double 8s. Yeah, okay, we'll just start the usual. Like I say, with a lot of Gwenting to do, oh, we've got 2 spies from that, very good. A lot of Gwenting to do around town. I will try and leave it till I won't say it as late as I can, but I won't do it quick. And I'll probably dedicate maybe like 2 episodes just entirely to collecting the Skellige deck. Just mindlessly going through the usual spiel with this now with the spies, as you do. It's typical, I think it's given me every spy that I've got in my deck so far. Do you know what, I'm half tempted to just win the round here with Geralt. I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. Geralt, you can win the round alone. And I'm just going to waste his time and waste his cards in this next round. Okay, there you go. Start off with a 9, my friend. Go ham. We got another 10. And Menno Cohorn. Yep, I had a feeling we'd do that. That is absolutely fine. Hey, I'll give you another hand. Why do you have an 8? was that? Oh, hee hee hee. Vess? Oh, Vess reminds me of Vernon Roach. I miss Vernon. It's a shame. I'm going to keep that for a bit later on. There's a few characters I'd love to see. Maybe a tinge bit more of Vernon Roach being one of them. He got plenty of story in the main game. I'm just a big fan of Roach. He's my favourite side character. He just is. He's fucking awesome. Right, so it's got to waste his cards now, aren't we? Okay. Where's Amir? It's absolutely fine. Triss! So we've got a 4-card lead on him, so we should be okay just wasting cards like this. Really, I should probably just give him the round. But I'm just sort of baiting him down a little bit. Actually, I may as well play this because it makes him use an up card, doesn't it? Another decoy and Ciri. Cool. I was expecting that. I still think he's got to have an 8, one of the combining trebuchets. I'd be very surprised if he didn't. I may as well play these to revive them. Why not? We've got Triss as well. Very nice. Do I have a Commander Horn? No, I don't. I don't have Dandelion either. Surprising, got one of them actually. Fair enough. Right, now, I take a bet that these last 2 cards are both the 2/8 trebuchets that will combine to 2 16s. We'll see. I'll give him that opportunity in the final round. I mean, he's not got much chance of winning, unless he's got 2 spies. But, oh shit. Oh yeah, I forgot. Of course he one's around. Oh yeah, he just pulled Ciri. That's fine. I match you with my Ciri, sir. Ooh, okay. Revives a spy. Fancy, fancy. You all be like that, then. You be like that. You try to... just grasping at straws now, my friend. Okay, then. You do that. In that case... I'm not going to play him. It's just, I'll say a waste of time, but... Oh yeah, the Dragon Hunters. Toss, mate. Well, I'm not sorry. He's extorted me for all that coin. Oh, he has got a spy. He's keeping going. And he's got an... Okay, I might be forced to play mine in a second. Maybe I shouldn't have been toying with him as much. I'm still confident. Supremely confident, but I'm getting a little worried now. He's starting to really catch me up here, and he's just pulled another hero. I need to shut up because I'm jinxing myself here. Right, Commander Horn. Vernon! There we go, he does appear. Go on then. Should be fine because I'm gonna Commander Horn my ranged anyway. See, these are what I was expecting. Now I expect another one of them. Destroys 4. This is gonna be quite close if it is. Are you joking me? How many fucking spies have been played this game? And now I am a bit worried. I'm gonna take Tala. Christ, this guy is hanging on. Can afford that, give him a 1. Works out nicely. That'd have been really funny if he got another one of them catapult. Yeah, we got this. One there. One there. One there. Get an achievement for reaching a certain amount, but I can't remember what amount it is. There we are. 120. Victory is mine. Went on much longer than I thought it would, but we achieved victory nonetheless. Can be. I won't go any deck for now, we'll just leave it at that. Okay, the armourer's here, so where is the weaponsmith in Beauclair?
Nothing special.
Come on, good folk, come quickly. I haven't enough for everyone.
My prices are the best
I missed
side
something.
of the Yaruga.
Excuse me.
Best cure
Oh, I've just seen something down here. Please be... Oh yes, it is an armoursmith. He's also got a quest.
Another murder by the horrid beast. Milton de Peyrac Peyran falls victim to his own cowardice. The beast of Beauclair has struck again. Citizens, beware of the beast. Turn your trembling hearts to the good book. You will find solace there. A friendly reminder from the Beauclair Coopers Guild. Oakwood barrels, the best barrels around. Special discounts on purchases of 10 or more.
News spreads quickly. Beauclair.
Art is not life's...
Now then, what do you have for me, Lafargue?
Greetings.
A witcher from the School of the Wolf, here in Tucson. Greetings. I'm Lazar Lafargue.
Geralt of Rivia. Seem pretty enthused. Got a job for me?
Rather. Mind you, it's no monster hunt, but I'm sure you'll be interested all the same. I'm an armorer, see, and I've for years sought diagrams for witcher armor of exceptional quality, Grandmaster level.
Heard of them. Never seen any, though. Thought they were lost.
Not quite. For I've been lucky enough to learn that their holders came to Tucson. Alas, they then perished, but I know where. I just need a partner to help me retrieve them.
If you know where to look, why not get them yourself?
No offense, but do I look like a rough-hewn adventurer? Besides, who would serve my clients while I romped about seeking them? No, I rather leave it to someone familiar with such matters. Bring me the diagrams, and from them I'll forge for you whatever you fancy.
I like you. I like you a lot. Grandmaster armor diagrams. I very much like the sound of that.
All these diagrams somehow wound up in Toussaint? How is that even possible?
Toussaint was once home to Tiensail, a legendary and now deceased elfin master armorer. Witches from all corners of the world came to him to forge their plate, their mail.
Heard about him. Supposed to have been the best.
And thus he charged the king's ransom for his work. Witches would take difficult, dangerous work to earn the coin to pay him. Some, alas, met with misfortune, and the diagrams they carried were left to rot with their earthly remains.
Got it. Find them, find the diagrams. But how can I know where to look for their remains?
As it happens, I learned my trade at Jensail's side. So I heard the stories of the missing witches firsthand. What he told me, well, that is what discouraged me from seeking the diagrams out myself. We must strike a deal. I shall tell you all I know. In return, once you've found the diagrams, you will let me draft a copy.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's a good one.
This elven master, how'd he end up taking a human for an apprentice?
My father forged armor. As a youngster, I helped him, then began forging my own pieces. Master Tiensail saw my work and offered to take me on as his apprentice. Only now, years on, do I realize the honor that was. Alas, my master perished in a massacre later, slain by racists. Though he taught me everything he knew, I did not manage to complete the guild's requirements for Grandmaster while he lived. I know I have no equal in the trade. Yet, until I complete Witcher armor of Grandmaster quality, I shall never be certain I've become my teacher's equal.
Where do I look for these diagrams?
I know of 5 likely fallen witches, each from a different school of the wolf, griffin, cat, bear, and manticore. Which should I start with?
Oh my god. A lot of info, and I have a feeling a lot of scavenger hunt quests are about to get.
Tell me about my brother, the wolf.
His name was Atom. I remember him well. My master liked him, helped him find a safe, yet well-paid contract. A few years ago, an archaeological expedition arrived in Toussaint from Castel Gropian. They questioned my master about the elfin ruins at Termes. He warned them of the danger there and recommended they take Aton as an escort.
What kind of danger did he mean? Any idea?
Legend claims wraiths haunt the chambers beneath Termes. I cannot say if there is any truth to this, but both the scholars and the Witcher disappeared without a trace.
The Griffin. What can you tell me about him?
He came some 200 years ago, but my master remembered him well. This Witcher was not stripped of emotions, you see, as his colleagues were. He had taken on a contract at Fort Usa and required better gear. He showed my master his diagrams, paid a deposit, and was never seen again. Apparently he rode off one night from the fort, never to return.
Any idea where he went?
No. It said he left in a rush, so he may have left something behind. Only ruins remain of Fort Usa, but you may wish to search them.
Fort? It's probably laced with bandits, I would take a hazard guess, but we shall soon see.
Let's talk about the cat.
A year ago, Bartolome de Launay, the ducal armorer, asked me to confirm the authenticity of a Witcher diagram he had received by messenger. You see, at the time he was working on new armor for the ducal guard. A Witcher from the School of the Cat offered to sell him diagrams for a full set of gear. The diagrams would have been helpful indeed.
The diagram you saw, was it really a Witcher diagram?
Beyond any doubt. It's a shame Delaunay didn't let me draft a copy. He was quite shaken up, afraid the Witcher might simply kill him and take his coin. Possibly a well-founded fear. Soon after, Delaunay disappeared without a trace. I would have searched his former home for clues, but it has fallen into disrepair, and it is simply too dangerous there.
Okay, the bear. Yes, this is one we most certainly will be going after. We can get some Grandmaster Bear Skill gear, most certainly. And then Manticore looks like it's the new one.
Tell me more about the bear, can you?
He appeared shortly after Master Tiensail took me on as his apprentice. I remember the bear-head medallion that hung from his neck. I remember a towering Witcher who haggled like a fishwife.
Witchers never have too much coin.
True. This one clearly was not wealthy. But he pledged to bring us coin after he completed a contract at the Tufo vineyard, where a building had just collapsed. Time passed. The bear never showed, and my master sent me to the Tufo estate. As it turned out, the Witcher had indeed accepted a job. Yet that was all they heard of him, and that is all I know.
School of the Manticore. Probably know the least about it, though once, long ago, wore some armor forged there.
My master said the Manticores have their fortress in the Far East. A century past, one of their number came to him, a witcher named Merton. He made a poor impression on my master. He stank like a dwarfen still, and quarreled fiercely all the time. Tien Sahil slammed the door in his face and told him to return when he sobered up. He would conduct no business with a drunk. The witcher, however, failed to return. Folk say he got into a booze-fueled brawl with the ducal guard. He was arrested and sentenced. Bastoy prison, where he was held, well, it's been a ruin for years. Still, you may want to start your search there.
Okay. So a load of quests there will most likely go. Now let's see what this chap's peddling.
What do you have on offer?
Same, looks like. Yes, he's an armourer. Unfortunately, I don't think he's a weapon. Oh, I jinxed it. Now then, which one is it? Because we picked up one in Gauntero Dim's world that he dropped us into. That was the silver, wasn't it? Because we don't have the diagram for the silver one. Yes, it was the pearl. Viper, yeah, certainly not that. Which means we need to craft the steel one. There it is. See, look, level 40. I'm interested to see what happens with this then. Fucking hell. Yes, let's just do it.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Thank you very much for all of that information. It will most certainly come in handy. So let's Grandmaster.
Will vie for the title Tourney Champions. Sticking still a
Skid.
right to run out quickly.
All these quests to keep popping up. Now then, where are we? Be down here, won't you? It is level 39. And it's one better than Iris. Tell you what, I'll keep that in there for now. I really need to go up Moustache. Sort of half tempted to go to Corvo Bianco now, but it's the other way through the city, and we're quite close to the quest where Yen wanted us to go. Right, we're tracking one of them now actually. So this is going to be like right on the outskirts, isn't it? So Grandmaster Wolven is there. Grandmaster Manticore is the west. What's north? There's quests fucking everywhere. Okay, there we go. Grandmaster Felines, that's the cat. Where is Bear? Griffin. Where is the bear? Sign, there we go. It's just on the other side. Pretty, not that far from the Cockatrice Inn, is it? We've still got Corvo Bianco over there. It's too far away. We can't get to Corvo Bianco now. It's over here we need to go. Makes the most sense.
Talk the lard of the Duchessa herself. Welcome, good sir, to Dupont and Sons' Emporium of diverse merchandise. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Thanks. That's it. No, okay. Just the one for today.
Show me what you got back there.
I do. Whoa, okay. Tower at Sundown, Ruins of an Old Fort, Harvest Time in White Orchard, Herbalist Hut, Van Roe. Wait a minute. That's a shame. I was going to say, there's not that I could buy the Van Roe painting and go and sell it to. Ugh, what? Get me. Not bad actually. These are all 20 crowns. What's that? Conception of Edward. Burn Maiden. I have to keep this guy in mind. Don't think I can give him any. Can I give him any of my shite? I don't think I can. Oh yeah, there we go. Wooden spoon.
So long.
No Gwent today, sir.
You
Thank
shan't
you.
find anything better in all.
So I definitely will be back. So the herbalist that way.
Another murder by the horrid beast. Nils of the
Yes,
Peyran
yes.
falls victim to his own cowardice.
3 cheers for
That's back again. Citizens,
For the shortcuts. Be careful you do not trample. Welcome. Herbs freshly picked, dried, powdered. Whatsoever your heart desires.
Let me see what you got.
I went with everybody like in this place. What the hell is that? Potion of... Eh? Okay. So there's potion of clearance, potion of restoration. Sorry, I was there. Returns all ability points spent developing mutations to the pool. Ah, right. No, I get it. Anything in here you reckon I could sell real quick? Some Drowner Brains. I could probably sell 100 Drowner Brains for 1,000 crowns. So 26.
So long.
I need a barber. Where's the barber in this place, ma'am?
Be careful you do not trample.
Stop it! It's a good business off me. Don't want any abuse or lip. Looks like it's the way out.
prepare to witness wonders
Geralt
at the
of
annual
Rivia.
chivalric tourney. Surfing as patron this year,
so much
Lady
going on.
Vivienne de Tabry. Valiant knights from all corners of the
A
world.
lovely place, isn't it,
What a
Beauclair?
day.
I know, tell me about it.
Why so pale? Are you well? No.
It's like a cemetery here, is this the...
The pitter patter.
It's not the one that I'm looking for.
The raucous is terrifying at times.
Well.
There's a quest here. Oh, go on, we'll get it. I was going to leave it and come back a bit later, but... Oh, we'll come back for this one, actually.
You'll not find work here. Not
Are you sure? There's a guy upstairs or a woman upstairs wanting me to do a quest for them, so I think I will find work here. Buffoon.
Courtesan is like a rat catcher. Best cure for the beast.
Right then.
Witcher.
So, Moreau's grave should be around here, if this is correct. Information that Yen gave us. What's this? Christian curate, mistranslation, misunderstanding, misfortune. There's bound to be Easter eggs in this place. Martin Blanche, head of Beauclair League of Bards. Come on, I'll find one. This looks an interesting one, wasn't it? Philippe Tesserand, collector of Witcher blades. Only had one, but he tried very hard. The Honda, Princess from a land far across the seas. Can hear. And they are actual drowners as well. Talked himself to death. So we're going to get some action before the episode's end.
Ugly bastard.
Ooh, I thought he was going to get me then. It's not even burning to death. Take that arm off. Quite surprised the Ducal Guard had let drowners be this close. Unless it... Oh, never mind, that's why. Of course there's a body. Why was I not surprised? Why was I surprised that there was a body? Drowner brains. Do you know what? That took off a tiny bit of my health, and that's bugging me. That's flies we can hear. Sodden letter and an ornate key. going to start a treasure hunt, I feel. So the letter is soaked through and falling apart, and it can barely be read. Bruce, don't do anything stupid. I know you buried Selina in the Beauclair cemetery along with the rest of the loot from our last heist. Remember, we deserve a cut of that too, so don't be an idiot. We all know you were her lover, but remember she was also the leader of our gang, and that's what really counts. We never got our share for knocking over that jewel in Mathenberg's shop, so burying Selina with all the loot is pure jackassery. Those treasures belong to us all. Let's meet up and split things in an honest fashion. Then you can go drown yourself in the lake or hang yourself from any branch you choose. Robin. Last exploits of Selina's gang. Something possibly to look into. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't see any poisonous gas. And is this the grave? Read it, please. Thomas Moreau. Yes, here we go. Professor. Elas que haveni alder en dol nievde, elas alder en crossan, grossan e alaren. So I go Elvish for the day.
Inscriptions in Elder speech. Salvation lies not in Dolnevde, but in our hearts. Glory be to Eldarin. Damn. Professor's journal's long gone. Guess somebody else found out about it too. Should look around, see if I can find something else. Professor certainly can't do much to help me with my search.
No, he certainly can't.
Footprints. Narrow and shallow. Somebody small, light. Woman, maybe? Wonder where they lead.
Let's follow him and find out. Oh, what's that?
Damn it. Trail breaks off. Wonder if the grave robber learned more than I did. Won't learn anything else here. Map Yen sent me will have to do. Also, Epitaph mentioned both Eldarin and Dolnevde, Valley of the Nine.
Okay. So check the location of Nevde on the map Yennefer sent you. Let's assume that that's in the quest items then. Yes. Okay. So I guess it's a lake. This is the capital city. That's Beauclair Palace. No. This is Beauclair, and that's the bridge to Beauclair Palace, and we are here right now.
Site marked on the map's all wet now. San Retour flows through there. Must be where the Valley of the Nine once lay. Need to explore the location.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we've got the last exploits of Selina's gang right in front of us, along with the quest just opposite. And that, Turn and Face the Strange, is where Yennefer's... Okay, it's in the lake. That's where Yennefer's map is pointing us to. So hopefully this will lead us to advance our mutations, but there's only one way to find out once we get there. It's whether or not... Okay, I'm going to end the episode in a second or two, and once we head inside Beauclair again, we'll get this treasure hunt done, find out what this is, and then go from there, because like I say, I want to go to Corvo Bianco's. I need to get my Viper Venomous Silver Sword, and I need to drop off all of this Wolven gear before I get overburdened. Then I might head to there, but like I say, if we go to here, the tourney grounds is right there, and I sort of want to go and see Guillaume, so... But we've got plenty of things to do in Toussaint, and we have barely even scratched the surface. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and we shall continue in Beauclair at the beginning of the next one.
solace we